He was removed from school for not getting the chickenpox vaccine.
Now, a couple of months later, that student has the virus. Local 12's Christian Hauser is at the Boone County Courthouse, where the student's fight with his school is still on. Christian?
Robin Canny, the attorney, says that Jerome Kunkel and the rest of the unvaccinated students are back in class. But just because he's back in school doesn't mean that the teen and his family and everyone else are giving up on the lawsuit that they filed here in Boone County Court. Kunkel and about 30 other unvaccinated students had been banned from Our Lady of the Assumption Catholic Church and Academy after a chickenpox outbreak earlier this year. The 18-year-old and 24 other students filed a lawsuit against the health department.
We made that argument in April, saying that this was ridiculous because they go to mass upstairs. Why can't they go to school downstairs every day?
The students weren't allowed to go to class, but they were allowed to go to church.
We heard the medical testimony that's highly contagious. It's airborne. You're never going to know, but I think obviously there are kids that had chickenpox that were at church, at mass, sitting in close proximity, getting communion with the kids that hadn't gotten it.
Wiest says he told the court Kunkel would get the virus at some point, and he got it last week.
He was a little bit itchy, and he went back to school, and my understanding is, there's been 40, 50 cases of chickenpox out there over the last few months.
Wiest says half his clients have caught the virus, and all have had similar experiences. The Northern Kentucky Health Department says control measures like keeping students out of school or extracurricular activities are designed to prevent unvaccinated people who have been exposed to the virus from infecting members of the general public while they're infectious. The health department follows the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and other experts in responding to the chickenpox outbreak. The family signed the Kentucky Vaccine Exemption Form, which says students may be excluded from school if the health department thinks it's needed to control the spread of a disease.
The state law did not require that form to say that, and by no means did the Kunkels ever consent to him being banned.
Now, a judge has ruled in favor of the health department's decision to keep the unvaccinated students out of school, but the family has appealed. And right now, there's no time frame on when a decision from the appeals court will come down. The family's attorney tells me that he does expect a trial over this lawsuit to happen sometime next year. Live in Burlington, Christian Hauser, Local 12 News.
Kristen, thanks very much. The Northern Kentucky Health Department says the chickenpox virus can be deadly and can spread rapidly among people who aren't vaccinated or people with weakened immune systems, like infants and pregnant women.